Ladies and gentlemen, we're beginning our opening remarks with Colbeh. Erev Tov, everybody. Beruchim Habayim. Shechianu v'kiyamanu v'yagianu lazman hazeh. Baruch Hashem, I just wanted to thank everybody for being part of this great class. And Baruch Hashem, we have the zechut, all of us, to have such a community. We have such a leaders in community. To have such a great families in our community to supporting us. I'm thinking on my personal involvement. I'm already coming to this class with Rabbi Adam 5 to 6 years. Who is here already for the third Masechet? 5-6 years. You already have 5-6 years. It's the third Masechet. I was zero. I never thought Alan Hakimian is going to do Masechet. So Baruch Hashem, I'm here today finishing my third Masechet. We want to thank Rabbi Adam Sabzevari that did such a great job. Unusual teacher that we enjoyed. Everybody in the class knows what I'm talking about, enjoys, and he prepares more than anybody else for the class. He spends hours and hours just preparing for the class. We thank you very much. We want to thank Mr. Sabzevari himself for giving us Mr. Adam Sabzevari and his mom, Baruch Hashem. We want to ask all the Rabbanim, especially Rabbi Ben Chaim, to give us such a great Talmidei Chachamim in our community, that we have the zechut to continue in Darchei Torah. But the most important, we want to thank SBM and all the گردانندگان SBM کسایی که کمک کنن برای SBM and the Levion family especially سایه بیبیاشون سرشون باشه انشالله، سایه پاپاهاشون سر باشه، رفراشون باشه برای یهودا بن یافا انشالله، امو برای سلامتی کل خور اسرائیل. That they give us this great opportunity, part of this big family, that we have the zechut to come and to learn Torah together. So we want to thank everybody for being here. Bezrat Hashem, Rabbi Ben Chaim wanted to thank him. Hopefully he's going to join us around 9 o'clock. Bezrat Hashem. Without any further ado, and we want to thank all the Rabbanim that they are here tonight. Thank you so much. Rabbi Yosef Bitton, Rabbi Kohanim, Rabbi Levian, and other Rabbanim, Rabbi Mike Levy. Last minute he had a call from Hatzalah, he had to go to Queens. And Rabbi Moshe Kher Bashe for the Didan, he had to go to Canista. Is going to come us at 8:30. Mr. Basalian last minute went to Florida, he apologized. And Rabbi Ben Chaim, Baruch Hashem, he had to attend a wedding. So thank you for all the Rabbani for being here, and always we share in each other's smachot, Baruch Hashem. I would like to ask Rabbi Yosef Bitton to say a few words of the Dvar Torah. Opportunity, apologize, Rabbi Bitton. I want to thank very much Mr. Peshman and the Colbeh family for inviting us, having us. He went way out of his way. Believe me, he went out of his way to help us, to support us. همیشه با برخا باشن انشالله. همیشه خوش سلامت میکنم بچه‌هاشون. ازتون خیلی ممنونم. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
So Mazal Tov to all of you that are finishing the Masechet Rosh Hashana. I actually asked to speak first just because I need to go to another meeting. So I just want to say a short Devar Torah that has always inspired me from Masechet Rosh Hashanah. All right. So as you might know, I was always fascinated by, creation, Bediat Olam, and this is one of the subjects that Masechet Rosh Hashanah speaks about. And my question was always, one of the questions I always had was, how do you reconcile the time that the Torah says for the creation of the world and the time that science gives or attributes to the creation of the world, right? So I think the basic thing, or at least the first answer I found, was in Masechet Rosh Hashanah. I didn't understand it directly when I first learned Masechet Rosh Hashanah, but I learned it in a book that incredibly was written in Spanish in 1650, and then translated into English in the 1800s. So this book is called The Conciliator. You can find it even in Hebrew books. And The Conciliator was written by a very important Chacham called Rabbi Menashe ben Israel. He was considered the most important Jew in the 17th century. All right. So in this book he writes about many subjects, but mainly about to conciliate pesukim that they look that they contradict each other. to make a very long story short, he brings there this quote from Masechet Rosh Hashanah, Daf Yud Aleph, that says, "Kol ma'aseh bereshit, ma'aseh with yud." Okay, you know we Sephardim pronounce it ma'aseh without the yud. So, Kol ma'aseh bereshit, all the creations of bereshit, bekomatan nibrau. Bekomatan nibrau means were created. How would you say bekomatan? Like standing. What does it mean that they were created standing? So he explains that for us, creation was not like Borei Olam didn't create the tree as a seed. Didn't create the chicken as the egg. He created the chicken, not the egg. And every single creation that Borei Olam did was already created in a evolved form. For example, Adam Rishon was not created as a baby, was created already as like somebody 20 years old. And there is a pasuk for it. What is the pasuk that signifies the source for this idea? That when Borei Olam creates the trees, so the trees are created, etz peri, ose peri lemino. Ose peri lemino, Hakimian explained that these trees were created bearing fruits. So that is the origin of this idea. Kol ma'aseh bereshit bekomatan nivrau. Right? And this is the best, the most basic and the best explanation for the difference between the ages. That if, when you go back in time, of course, a scientist will see if he would go back to the time of creation of Adam Rishon, 5 minutes after he was created, he will say, well, this is a 20 years old man, right? Now, he will not be wrong from the point of view that it looks like 20 years old. He has an internal age of 20 years old, but it was created 5 minutes ago. So creation, when understood as Chachamim explained Masechet Rosh Hashanah, the Komatan Nibrau necessarily implies the coexistence of two different ages simultaneously, the 5 minutes and the 20 minutes together. And in that way, if you extrapolate for every other thing, you can say the same thing about the age of the earth. As we don't care if they say 6 billion years, the earth is the same thing, because Borei Olam did that spontaneously, instantaneously, but with the age already inside. That is Bekomatan Nibrau. So I always thought this idea is a very nice idea to explain things. This idea said 2,000 years ago, Rosh Hashanah, is so important to understand and to explain things that everybody asks about today. So that's it. That's the Devar Torah. I want to really congratulate you, and especially Rabbi Adam, for gathering together this amazing group of amazing people and bringing them for Siyum Masechet Rosh Hashanah. Kol hakavod to you, Bezrat Hashem. Irbu smachot beIsrael. May we have many smachot like this simcha in our community. May we finish 3 Masechet, 10 Masechet Bezrat Hashem, and every year another one. So kol hakavod to you, and Mazal Tov for this amazing.